I was going to call this video The Magnificent Seven, but at times there were 9 of us, and although we went out looking for trouble, we really didn't find any. How about the Dirty Dozen? Well, we're almost there, not quite a dozen. So how about Long Way Round, Deadman Road? Well, a certain Jedi and his buddy might take umbrage, so let's just run with this title. Oh, and since it's my show, you still have to sit through the low-res intro. Interstate Honda in Fort Collins was recently purchased and visited by John Elway, former quarterback for the Denver Broncos. In Colorado, you have heard his name for decades, even if you don't follow sports. He has also purchased NOCO Power Sports, which is right across the highway, just FYI. Well, with the change in ownership came changes in management, placing the former sales manager, Greg Deitis, at the top of the management ladder. Proof that sticking with one company can pay off after 30 years. Greg also knows more about motorcycles and riding motorcycles than I'll ever know, so he has my ultimate respect. Well, it was Greg who organized this year's annual rides, including this adventure ride. He also made and packed us lunch. So we left Interstate Honda around 9:30 a.m. and rode here to Cherokee Park in the very northern edge of Colorado. Now to Greg and some of the others, this is very light and easy off-roading. Actually, we never left a road, so they are not wrong. I've seen Greg take this road at speeds I won't list for legal reasons, but this time he set a reasonable pace. I have to admit though, I really felt like the weakest link. The Ducati Scrambler can tackle these roads just fine, but I'm not on knobby tires. These tires were replaced with hybrid road tires. I purposely held to the back of the line to get as many in the video as possible, but my lack of experience on twisty gravel roads would have dropped me back anyway. I wasn't in last place though, because a kind gentleman on a BMW GS played tail gunner, or more politely, sweep, and never once came close enough to pressuring me to going faster. I'm opening up to you here. I'm really not afraid of much in life. In fact, if the news media is trying to manipulate me to being afraid so I'll watch more news, I easily see right through that and march the other way. I believe in caution, not fear. Why? Because caution preserves, fear cripples and destroys. Let's rewind and hear that again. Caution preserves, fear cripples and destroys. That said, I'm not irrationally afraid of much, but I am afraid of sliding out and down in gravel, especially in a group ride. I've only lost control of a bike once, so I'm inexperienced at that also. I'm not ignorant of my age and its effects either. So when the hard pan road turned to loose gravel here, I almost lost my nerve and left the ride. I calmly reminded myself of 2 things though. One of my mottos is that the shortest way around a situation is through it, and something I learned from a guy whose riding bootlaces I am not worthy to untie. Ryan at Fort9 on YouTube. If you haven't seen his channel, I can't hold a candle to it. Ryan at Fort9 is he's a genius, and his show, I just can't get enough of it. Anywhere, somewhere in his videos, he got through to me that power to the rear wheel will keep me upright, and slowing down is not the answer when on 2 wheels. So on the loose stuff, I gradually applied more throttle. Washboard road, more throttle. Downhill, ending in tight turns, ride the rear brake while applying throttle. Seems counterintuitive to stop while you go, but it fakes out your mind into thinking you actually have control, because surprisingly, you do. The thing about a motorcycle is that when it's in motion, it's surprisingly lighter than its actual weight. But when you slow down a motorcycle, especially to a crawl, all that weight comes back into being. So you do want to keep your motorcycle moving, especially in gravel. So if I'm afraid of gravel, why even go? Why not just stick to cruisers and pavement riding? Well, it's because I accept new challenges if there is an element of fun and adventure to be had and new skills to learn. So yes, these are just simple dirt roads. And yes, I still have to bundle my nerves in my fists to combat the reality of having left my nice, comfortable pavement zone. So let's take a little break and get to know who I'm riding with. So we are on Cherokee Road, and I'm with a group from Interstate Honda, and I'm kind of featuring this guy right here because this little Africa Twin is you. We'll just show this tag over here. The ink is still wet at the dealership, and he's learning the bike today on this gravel road.
Beautiful gravel road in this beautiful, beautiful sunshine in this fantastic valley.
And what's your name?
Alan.
Alan.
It's quite extraordinary.
All right. Well, I've got a channel called Riding with Marshall, so it'll be on that.
Perfect. Perfect.
Let's get everybody's names. And what's your name, sir? You epic husband since 2006.
Yeah. I'm Ian.
Ian. Hi.
Yeah,
Ian.
on Adventure Rider, I'm Sir Dennis Eaton Hogg, founder of Polymer Records and Hogwood, the summer camp for pale young boys. And this is my adventuring NC 700X with a cunning exhaust pipe.
Nice exhaust pipe.
Yeah,
there.
right.
Did that yourself? Did you?
Yeah, I did actually have to.
Flared it out?
Yeah. There's a.
Well, what's crazy is you weren't loud, and I was behind you.
No, that's actually a
no, you were
52mm slip-in muffler, and I cut off the end pipe to spring it on there, and I'm actually going to get it welded on, and that'll be it.
Nice.
Pipe, and it doesn't affect the MPGs.
And then there's this one that you all know, and another NC 700.
750.
750. Oh, you got that. And what's your name?
Dustin Sandage.
All right, Dustin. Like I tell these guys, I've got a riding channel called Riding with Marshall.
Yeah.
It's mostly Hondas because I own mostly Hondas, but you'll see yourselves on that because he asked me to shoot this.
Alrighty. Perfect.
And you have the lowly 700. You couldn't afford the extra 50 cc's that he got.
I bought one for my wife. She's got the brand new 2021 NC 750.
Good man. You're valiant. Give her the extra power she probably won't even touch, right?
Yeah, but she really enjoys it. She says it's the best bike she's ever had.
Nice.
She's had a FC6, she had a Harley, she had an older, what do you call it, the Kawasaki 250S or whatever, the little...
Oh, the little one.
Yeah,
sure.
similar to that one, type thing. But she loves the NC 750X, best bike she's ever had, she said.
I think they're a perfect weight.
Yeah.
Does she have the DCT?
She has DCT. The newer ones are a little lower in weight, a little more horsepower. They're a little lower to the ground. So
Yeah, they finally dialed it in.
Yeah.
And what's your name, sir?
My name's Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Marshall.
Nice meeting you, Marshall. Have a great day.
Thanks. If I stay upright, I will. What is this? Another NC 700? Well, that's Greg's. Greg's over there. We'll run into Greg. And we got a bike that's actually prepped for this road. And that one's yours?
Yep, that one's mine.
Tell me about your bike. I don't see what model it is.
It's a 2019 250M.
That's a 250?
Yes, it is a 250. It's got a IML 3.5 gallon gas tank on it. That's why it looks a little bit different.
So are you the reason why he was only doing 50 on the 65 coming up?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering.
That is why.
I thought, why is he so slow on
Yep,
287?
that would
It's
be
65
me.
miles an hour. That's okay though. Like I just said, you're the only one really prepped for this.
Yeah, this one's geared. I got it geared a little bit lower than stock.
You're not even going to stress this bike on this road.
No, it eats it up. I got the Owens rear on it, Tech front springs with bleeder caps.
Nice.
FMF Nagelbaum header with the Q4 exhaust.
And what's your name?
I'm Lucas.
Hi, Lucas. Marshall.
Marshall, good to meet you.
I'm in Interstate. quite often. I bought 6, 7 bikes from them. I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
Except I
same here.
didn't buy the Ducati because they didn't have any. They didn't have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have got my wife to buy that, but she bought the Ducati, so I'm stuck with that today.
That's all right. It's a nice little bike. How long have you had it?
The Ducati about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
All right.
I've had it on dirt only twice, so we're still getting to know each other.
Yeah.
My shoulders are killing me because yesterday we rode up to Cameron Pass.
All right.
And I took the Fury, and that's the other bike I bought from Interstate.
Awesome.
And I'm stretching my arms the whole way. So.
Yeah. I got a 500. Got a monkey.
Oh, you have a monkey. All right.
You guys are all right?
Let me move on before he gets done. Wait a minute, Greg.
So that's where.
Here's the host of our ride. This is Greg. He's the general manager of Interstate Honda. He's the one that put this together. He can ride like a madman. This isn't even touching what he's capable of doing today. So he's our host today. And this is a VFR 1200.
I only get to use it like in the lab.
This belonged to the former owner
It's not where you live yet.
and being used by this gentleman today. And what's your name, sir?
Howard.
Howard Marshall.
Marshall, nice to meet you.
What do you think of this beast?
So far, so good.
All right. Yeah, I was behind you the whole way. I was actually watching what you were doing, so I'd know what I was doing.
Don't watch me.
Well, I'm not good at dirt, so
Me neither.
I just tell myself more power anytime I get nervous.
Yeah.
And this is an F700 GS. So this come before the F800?
They were in production at the same time.
Okay.
This has got an 800 motor in it, even though it's called a 700.
Really? Wow. Let me pause this for a second.
Cool. Yes. Honestly.
So you were behind me, and you're watching me slide all over the gravel and hitting my brakes like I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
was last for a while.
I saw that. I saw
then
you
I
pull
was-
over to the
and then
shoulder.
I
I
was
didn't know what
two
was
up.
going on. Did you pull over to the shoulder on 287 back there? That's what I thought. I thought there was something
I was
wrong.
last all the way up to there, and I was last until those last guys caught up.
So if you're doing sweep, are you talking to Greg the whole time? Oh, because he's got a mic too. I didn't know if he was hot or not. So, and what's your name, sir?
Terry,
Hi, Terry Marshall. I've got a YouTube channel called Riding with Marshall, and Greg asked me to film this, so
good.
I'll pass out cards later, as many as I have in my wallet, and you'll see yourself on that.
Good. Thank you.
How's your bike handling? I'm sure handling perfect. It's the
Does
right
well.
size BMW. It's not the 1250, so
No. And if it falls over, I can pick it up.
right. Unlike the 1250. All right. I guess we're gonna go tempt fate some more. So this trip is taking us up Cherokee Park, which is County Road 82. Then we're switching to County Road 80C. And then we're going to go around the Deadman Tower lookout. And then we're going to circle back to it. And then we're going to take Red Feather Lakes Road home, if that's what it's really called. I don't even know. We all just know it's the road that leads to Red Feather Lakes. Anyway, that will be on pavement, but until we get there, I have untold number of miles because I don't know my way through this. I've ridden it once before with Greg. We're going to be up at 10,000 feet, and we should be seeing some fall color. So these are the questions. A, will we see some fall color? B, will Marshall drop his bike? C, will somebody else drop their bike? D, can we get through this without anybody getting hurt or breaking anything significant? Stay tuned and find out, but I'm going to quit yammering here and concentrate on my riding. So we'll put on some music and see if you enjoy the ride. In the meantime, I'll just show the highlights of this so you're not here for all 4 or 5 hours that we took to do it. Enjoy. Okay, pausing the music for a moment, I forgot to talk about lunch. Now, Greg had said that lunch would be provided, and I thought, well, maybe that's at Orville's or the Potbelly Pig, a couple of restaurants in the general area. But what we didn't know was that Greg had been packing burritos, huge burritos, and water in the top case of his bike. And by top case, I mean where the gas tank would normally be. Surprise, surprise. And Greg, thank you very much. The burritos, and he even brought hot sauce for them, were excellent. So after untold miles for me of riding on dirt and gravel and controlling my nerves and trying to keep up, which I wasn't very good at, there was pavement. A sigh of relief and a weight off my shoulders. The possibility of the bike falling over now is pretty slim, as I'm pretty good on pavement. Been doing it for lots and lots of years. So, did anybody fall over on this trip? Well, I did not. One bike did fall over, but it was just a simple parking lot maneuver. It wasn't while we were in motion. Nobody lost anything, although my tail case came unzipped along the first leg of the journey, and it held my wallet and the spare camera, and they remained inside. My phone was in my side pocket, which I had neglected to zip, and it too remained inside. When I finally got home, back to my hometown, I knew I was going to have to wash the bike, as the tire was coated in dust even still after miles of pavement. But it was a great day, and proved to myself once again that I can get a little more dirt experience without any pain involved. And the trick to that is keeping my chin up, both in the curves of a dirty road and in the curves of life.